reason, human philosophy, human opinions above the Bible and above the testimonies of the Spirit of God. That's the issue, friend. That's the issue. That's the issue. That was the issue back there in Battle Creek in 1882. Now let's see how that same issue on a far wider stage is pictured here in the closing work. Volume 5, page 1881. Now the chronology is not difficult to determine. Page 81 plainly states that it's the time when what is urged upon us? The mark of the beast. What is the mark of the beast? The National Sunday Law. Past, present, or future? Future. Still future. It was future in 1882. Still future. The time is not far distant. When the test will come to every soul, the mark of the beast will be urged upon us. All right. So with that chronology established, let's take the preceding page. Middle of the page beginning. But the days of purification of the church are hastening on apace. God will have a people pure and true. In the mighty sifting soon to take place, we shall be better able to measure the strength of Israel. What was there ahead of the church back there? A mighty sifting. Is it still ahead? The signs reveal that the time is near when the Lord will manifest that his fan is in his hand and he will thoroughly purge his flow. Now watch and get the implications of the educational angle of this as we read the next paragraph. The days are fast approaching when there will be great perplexity and confusion. Satan clothed in angel robes will deceive, if possible, the very elect. There will be gods many and lords many. Every wind of doctrine will be blowing. Those who have rendered supreme homage to science, falsely so-called, will not be the leaders then. Now, there are 2 or 3 things implied there that I want you to notice. What does that then put in there imply? That they might be leaders previous to that. This man that I was telling you about, this McLaren, he was the president, the leader in Battle Creek College. But a few months after this was written, he was out working for another denomination and fighting our people and our message. He was one that was sifted out. I've mentioned a few other cases. Think of Canright, that at one time was a leading preacher among us and went out and fought us. Think of Conrado. And others that could be mentioned. But all that, as I have said, is a little prelude to what's ahead. The point is, there are men who at one time had an influence, who go out in the crisis. But Sister White is putting her finger on the root cause of some of this apostasy. They are men who have learned to trust to what this says. Science, falsely so-called. Human education, human wisdom, human philosophy, instead of the Bible and the Spirit of prophecy. That's the issue. That's why they go out when the crisis comes. Every wind of doctrine will be blowing. Those who have rendered supreme homage to science, falsely so-called, will not be the leaders then. Those who have trusted to intellect, genius, or talent will not then stand at the head of rank and file. They did not keep pace with the light. Those who have proved themselves unfaithful will not then be entrusted with the flock. In the last solemn work, few great men will be engaged. They are self-sufficient, independent of God, and he cannot use them. The Lord has faithful servants who in the shaking testing time will be disclosed to you. Then notice, as we get into the shaking time, will there be some who bring bright lights that will go out? Will there be others that hitherto have been unnoticed that will shine out? Yes. Now, let no one twist what is written here or what is being said. Let no one make a misapplication of it. There's nothing in this chapter to indicate that the church is going down and some new movement's going to appear. No. There's nothing to indicate that God is going to set aside the leadership of this church and bring in a new crowd. That's a misapplication. But while it's very clear that the church is going to triumph and this movement goes through, it's also very clear, as we read here in plain language, the church is going to be sifted, purified, purged, all that is said here. And that those who have trusted to science falsely so-called instead of the Bible and the testimonies are going to do what? They're going to go out. They're going to go out.